How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Staying Focused for Jesus. In the previous video, hopefully you watched it, I showed a clip of Terminator 3, I think it was, and Skynet. And then I showed a real clip of some real life robotic type of stuff. People don't really understand, for the most part, the importance of AI, the importance of artificial intelligence in regards to the Bible, in regards to what Satan is trying to do, in regards to the end days, in regards to what we call the New World Order. AI plays a major part in end times Bible prophecy. The Lord has purposely given me a what's the right word? We'll say a zeal for technology, a understanding for technology. And I've covered what technology means and everything like that. It's very interesting. I like studying technology. I like seeing the new gadgets and stuff they are coming out with. And I believe that God did that purposely, and that ties into my testimony, so that I could be making these videos that I'm making right now and understanding how it applies to the Word of God. There are many scriptures in the Bible that talk about artificial intelligence. The book of Daniel talks about artificial intelligence. The book of Revelation talks about artificial intelligence. You know, the Bible itself, in many places, it talks about technology in general. One of our favorite scriptures we love to use is what? They shall run to and fro. Why? Because knowledge shall be increased. When you are on YouTube, you're literally running to and fro. Why? Because you can go watch one video and you go watch another video. You know, you can be in one place and then be in another place just that fast. Your spirit is there, not so much the body, but we know that because knowledge has increased, we can physically run to and fro. Cars, planes, trains, automobiles, transportation. So these things are important to understand what the heck is really going on. Now I'm going to share 2 videos with you after I get done talking. And I want you to pay attention to what he is saying. Don't just watch it and be like, okay, I don't need to know this. I want you to pay attention to what the man is saying, because he knows what he's talking about in regards to technology. He doesn't know it from a biblical perspective, but he knows what he is talking about in regards to technology. Some of you may be familiar with this channel called Fusion TV. He puts out some solid videos in regards to what's going on in the world of tech, and you know, how he sees it can help mankind, which technology can help mankind if we would use it the way it's supposed to be used and not be using it you know, as witchcraft and stuff like that. But in the video, you're pretty much going to hear him talk about this USB thing that they have, a neural network. And ultimately, what it has to do with is artificial intelligence. And you're going to hear him say that through that neural network, they are able to teach the AI to become smarter, self-learning. So when you sit here and you watch these different movies that deal with artificial intelligence, and they are out there because they know what they're doing. They put the movies out there, and the movies speak a lot of truth, and then people go pay their money to go see it, thinking they're getting entertained when they're really using your money to finance what they're putting right there in front of your face, so they can ultimately kill you or enslave you. Evil genius. Evil geniuses. That's what they are. Because you have to be a genius to manipulate somebody into thinking that something isn't true, and then when it does come to pass, then you're thinking it's for good when it's really not, when they were already telling us and showing us these things in the first place. For those of you who grew up on sci-fi, think about all the sci-fi movies you used to watch, and how now a lot of those sci-fi movies, we're doing the stuff that they were doing in sci-fi movies. I remember because I grew up on sci-fi movies. Me and my mom used to watch sci-fi movies on Saturday. They used to have the marathon and stuff like that. Oh, all day we was watching. I wasn't watching no cartoons. I was watching the Sci-Fi Channel. And I remember having a conversation with my mother. And I told her, I said, you notice that the stuff we used to watch on the Sci-Fi Channel, the sci-fi movies, is going on right now? And she was like, yeah. I was trying to get her to see some things, but y'all pray for my mama. I'm gonna say it like that. Y'all pray for my mama. But enough talking from me. Let's go ahead and look at this evidence, and that'll be it for this video. God bless each and every one of you in Jesus Christ's name. As always, stay focused for Jesus.
You are watching Cold Fusion TV.
Hi, welcome to another Cold Fusion video. Today's episode is going to be something a little bit different. Intel approached me and asked me to talk about the concept and application of neural networks to tie in with their Intel Movidius neural compute stick. First, we're going to cover what the device actually is, and then we're going to dig a bit deeper into neural networks and what they're used for. So let's begin. So, what is the Intel Movidius neural compute stick? It's a compact device not much bigger than a standard USB drive that plugs into a computer through a USB 3 port. It enables rapid prototyping, validation, and development of deep neural network interface applications, and it doesn't require users to connect to the cloud. It's basically hardware designed to run certain types of AI systems super efficiently. Okay, so let's back up for a minute and explore what a neural network actually is. In simple terms, a neural network is an algorithm based on the principles of machine learning. So what is machine learning? It's the ability for a computer program, or AI, to gradually learn by experience towards a goal established by the human programmer. For instance, if you wanted to train an AI to tell the difference between a cat and a dog, you start with the basic parameters, then you have it built, test it, then take the top performing models, rebuild, and fine-tune from there. This process happens over and over again, ultimately generating what we consider more intelligent algorithms after thousands of iterations. This process generates artificial neurons, otherwise known as nodes, which are connection points of data. Each of these nodes consist of an equation and have an input and an output. The nodes are arranged in layers that altogether make up the neural network. What's really fascinating about neural networks is that there's so many of these connections, and they're so elaborate that the original programmers aren't entirely sure about how they come about or what they even mean. The end result is an algorithm that can learn things, recognize patterns, and make decisions in a human way, and it doesn't have to be programmed to learn explicitly. It learns by itself, just like a brain. And even more staggering, since 2012, the general complexity of neural networks has increased 500 times. When a neural network is formed, it can do highly specialized tasks, such as the previous simple example of a cat versus dog sorter. This is an application known as visual processing. The development of generating a neural network is known as the training phase and involves vast amounts of data. After this phase, the neural network needs to be tested in real-world applications to see how it responds in real time and if it works as desired. Traditionally, you would need to connect to a cloud service to do this, but what if there was another way? This is where the Intel Movidius neural compute stick comes in. What's fascinating about this device is that you can gain on-device deep neural network capabilities without using much power. In fact, as I mentioned before, this is considered a low-power device, which is pretty cool because in most scenarios you'd be utilizing massive server farms. Intel's neural compute stick has a specialized onboard hardware visual processing unit capable of more than 100 gigaflops of performance within a 1 watt power envelope. The Intel Movidius compute stick can calculate the vast amounts of data required in a neural network without having to connect to the cloud or even be online. This equates to an increase in privacy and reliability, and it means whatever you're working on stays local and mobile. There are fewer variables inherent with working local, and it also keeps things running smoother so that you can troubleshoot quicker since you eliminate some of the bigger potential factors right away. So Intel's neural compute stick doesn't replace the traditional style of the neural network though. What it does is fill a need on a more basic level, essentially closing the gap between massive and expensive networks and more experimental projects. For example, me and my friend had a little go at running a neural network that allows hand-painted art styles to be transferred to photos. Lastly, the low-power nature of the Intel neural compute stick opens up even more doors. Yes, it conserves energy, but more important than that, it means compact consumer devices can benefit from new types of AI-powered applications. Areas like virtual and mixed reality, drones, robotics, and security systems. Basically, it's neural network computing on the go. A tool like this is powerful, and it becomes more so when paired with Intel's Neural Compute SDK.
So tight, get the last drop till there's nothing left, until we pass out, keeping us around to clean up the mess and take the garbage out, but we'll be trash next. Create catastrophes to speed up the process, depopulation, agenda progress, news tell half-truths, hidden in plain sight. They know with it Kool-Aid, but gave us cyanide. They know we don't see it. They know you can't see it. What they've done to us. Open your eyes. Lemonade. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. It ain't safe for us. They made it so sweetly, so it will be easy to carry their plans out to eliminate us. Lemonade. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. It ain't safe for us. Made it too easy while we're busy sleeping. They carry their plans out to eliminate us. Voluntarily, they hold us hostage, pay to receive fabricated knowledge, false education, standing ovation for my degree in indoctrination. Georgia Guidestones plainly tell us that they plan to eliminate us. Conspiracy theory, we see no dilemma. quietly wipe out billions. They know we don't see it. They know you can't see it. They know.